This is fun.
In terms of styling, the new Pulsar F250 uses
Wow, man. Wow, 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 wow.
Guys, Pulsar, the name says it all, and since 2001 it has been ruling our hearts, and 20 years later, which is almost 2 decades later, Pulsar is back with the 250cc avatar. Yes, this is the flared version which is called the F250, and I kinda like it, and it's up to you. Let me know how did you like this motorcycle, and before that, let's get started with the video. And if you haven't subscribed to Automania, do like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel for exciting automotive updates. And yes, before that, don't forget to press the bell icon after you have subscribed, so that you get the update immediately after we have uploaded any kind of videos. And let's get started with cinematics first.
Bajaj Auto has launched the highest displacement Pulsar motorcycles in Indian market, the Pulsar N250 and the Pulsar F250. The Pulsar F250 features a semi-fairing design, and it competes against the likes of Suzuki Gixxer SF250 and the offering from Yamaha, the Yamaha FC250 in the Indian market. The motorcycle uses a 249.07cc single-cylinder oil-cooled engine with fuel injection technology that makes the max power of 24.1 bhp at 8,750 rpm and 21.5 Newton meters of peak torque at 6,500 rpm. The motor is linked to a 5-speed gearbox that benefits from an assist and sleeper clutch function. Well, that's good news for Pulsar lovers in India. In terms of styling, the new Pulsar F250 uses a semi-fairing design along with a tall windscreen, a muscular 14-liter fuel tank, a step-up seat, a new design for the split-style tail lamps, and a side-slung twin-barrel exhaust system. The feature list comprises of a fully LED lighting, a semi-digital instrument console, and a single-channel ABS as standard. Well, the speedometer or the semi-digital instrument console provides a huge amount of details, including fuel economy, including distance to empty, a real-time mileage indicator, fuel level, analog tachometer, gear position indicator, and it is supported by a blue backlit, which is absolutely gorgeous in night time. The hardware on the Pulsar F250 includes a tabular chassis. The suspension tasks are handled by 37mm telescopic front forks, and at the rear it is supported by monoshock with nitrox. The braking setup comprises of a 300mm disc up front and 230mm rotor at the rear. The 17-inch alloy wheels are wrapped in 100 section tires up front and 130 section tires at the rear. This motorcycle tips a weighing scale at around 164 kgs. Talking about the pros of this motorcycle, first thing would be the way it looks. It looks absolutely gorgeous and begs for attention on the Indian roads and has got lots of road presence. Next is the 250cc engine that turns out good amount of power, and the performance is just magnificent. Next point would be the way the power is delivered. The median torque is absolutely fantastic. You never feel the shortage of power at any moment. And the last point would be the after sales service. With the huge network of service stations Bajaj has, the after sales service is really accessible and cheap and affordable for Indian people. But I do feel this motorcycle misses upon a dual channel ABS. Well, that would have been an icing on the cake. I sincerely thank Banerjee Bajaj for providing me the motorcycle for test rides and bike reviews. And well, if you are in Durgapur region and interested in any kind of Bajaj offerings, you can contact Banerjee Bajaj. The details are given in the description box down below. Well, it's time I take this motorcycle out for a ride review.
Guys, now let's get started with the ride review of the Pulsar F250. There's Sumit with the N250. We'll be exchanging later on for that review, the N250 review. But now let's focus on this motorcycle. Well, the first things first, his bike did feel really light and nimble, and the seating, I'm sitting very comfortably, guys. It is a really comfortable position. Wow, man, wow. Wow, the mid-end has changed drastically from the older motorcycles. Guys, the mid-end is so strong now, so strong. It pulled effortlessly. My God. Let me go through about the basics about the instrument cluster. Guys, it is a really advanced one from the older motorcycle. This instrument cluster is having you can't see right now in the broad daylight. It is having a blue backlit, which is really cool. You get all the detailed information about the fuel consumption, real-time fuel consumption, the distance to empty, and you have a tachometer which is analog. You can really read the speedometer really cleanly, and there's a gear position indicator as well. And the mirrors, the view from the mirrors is just perfect, no issues at all. The overall fit and finish looks really great. There is a USB charging port. Yes, you charge your mobile phone, so your mobile phones won't run out of juice ever after this. So charging port is there. You can fit any kind of mobile holder, which you can easily fit over here. From this, there are a lot of mobile holders available in market, so that's not an issue. So you can fit it over here, and your phone can be kept over here. So no issues at all with this. And overall, when I talk about this, feeling and how this motorcycle is responding to each and every corners, guys, even if I do like this, this bike feels so light. This bike feels so light. It is feeling light. You are getting a lot of confidence from this motorcycle, especially in the handling department. Oh wow, it is in a different league, guys. Pulsars are the motorcycles which we always dreamt of buying. Since now, since the ages we always dreamt of buying Pulsars. Okay, and Pulsar had a very special place in our heart. It had a really special place because we wanted to grow up and buy a Pulsar for us. That's what we always wanted. And now with this motorcycle, now with the way Pulsar has improved themselves, I feel we are going in right direction. That is what I'm feeling. We are going in right direction. The tires are nice, the suspension is nice, overall feeling is really feedback and feeling is really nice from the motorcycle one. I can't say about the rear because I need to ask my pillion riders who is right there with the N250, because he can tell well about the pillion comfort. Otherwise, I don't think there is any issue with this motorcycle. It's a perfectly done made motorcycle and giving a perfect feedback with a power of around 24.5 PS at 8,750 RPM and max torque at 21.3 Newton meters of max torque at 6,500 RPM. Overall, guys, this is a 5-speed gearbox. You don't feel the need of any 6 gear. It's okay. It is good enough. That's not a problem anymore. Sorry, the last shots were taken in white and now I'm doing super view. So last one might be a little cropped. So anyways, no worries. This bike is really giving the smoothness. Mainly the USP of this motorcycle is smoothness, guys. It is really very smooth, and that's what is the best thing about this motorcycle, the smoothness. And the torque, which is getting lower in the mid-end. Yes, this motorcycle is oil cooled. So once again, yes guys, Overall, I feel this motorcycle is really targeted towards those people who really want torque from the mid range, which where you will spend most of your time with. The mid end is giving that meaty torque band, mainly from 4,000 rpm to 8,000 rpm. The meaty torque band is there, always there. So guys, you need to understand the difference between the torque band and the power. Power is coming high up in the rpm at 8,050 rpm, and the torque is as low as 6,000 max torque. So you really get that torquey feeling of this motorcycle whenever you hop on. And Pulsar is made for thrill. Pulsar is only made for thrill, guys. Pulsar is not meant for top speed runs and all. Pulsar will give you the thrill, the madness, the torquiness of this machine is available as low as 3,000, 4,000 rpm. We get all the torque, and that is the main thing that is changed in this motorcycle is the torquiness. So the reason I'm using the torque so much is it really has improved. That is what we people want. The torquiness, the madness, the thrill. Let's ride this a bit aggressively and see how this responds. Let's see the brakes. Yes, nice. The response from the brakes are really, bitey, and you get the stopping power in a very comfortable manner. It's not linear. It's immediate, guys. You get really nice braking performance from this motorcycle. That is really important from a motorcycle which is giving you this much power and thrill, giving this much thrill and torque. So braking power is very important. I wish they could have given a dual channel ABS. That would have helped the cause. Otherwise, I don't think there is any problem with this motorcycle. So we are getting a limiter at around 9,000 rpm. The limiter is hitting over there. So I don't know, maybe after first servicing might open up, but 9,000 is where I'm getting the limiter right now. The handlebar is really nice and sporty. You get a little bit of sporty feeling. The foot pegs are laid back, so overall it will give that sporty feeling and comfort to the rider as well. The visor adds to a purpose to tuck in behind the windscreen and push the motorcycle. The mirrors are nice, the looks are beautiful, the seats are comfortable, the power is delivered in a very smooth manner, and in the mid-range you get all the torque. All the torque is available is in the mid-range. That is what this motorcycle is meant for. It's a torquey machine, guys. I would say you that if you are interested in buying a motorcycle, if you are planning for this, you can go ahead and get it, because this motorcycle will serve all the purpose. It will help you to go for highway touring. It will help you to go out with your, you can go off-roading. You can light off-roading, not too much. You can go to long distance trips. You can also use the motorcycle for daily commuting, because this is what mainly this audience targeting of this brand is towards. And as we all know, Pulsar is not a motorcycle. Pulsar is a brand. Pulsar is an emotion. Nobody can beat that. So guys, this is a bit of off-roading on a bad road or a bad road. Guys, I'll show you the rear looks of this motorcycle. You can see is Tamang on the F. This is F250. That is N250 actually. And the rear section is almost exactly the same, identical. It really looks good, and I like the tail lamps, the way they're designed. And in off-road, this motorcycle is working fine, no problems. The good thing I felt was I didn't feel any kind of strain in my hand. These are the roads these motorcycles are made for. Wow. This is fun. Yes, it is. It was said Pulsars are born to thrill. It really is, guys. Trust me, mark my words. It really is thrill. This is fun. This is fun. Oops, oops, oopsie. Guys, that brings me to the end of the ride review. Let me know in the comment section what did you feel about this motorcycle, and if you are having any kind of queries, you can drop a comment down there. I would be more than happy to answer your queries. On that note, it's time to move on to the next segment, and if you haven't subscribed to Auto Mania yet, do like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel, and also press the bell icon so that you get notified immediately after we upload a video. That's it for the ride review. Let's move on to the next segment.
Guys, this new range of Pulsars has moved leagues apart from the older generations, and all I can say you is this: all the future motorcycles that will be coming up in this series will be based on these exact motorcycles with all the newer technology. And this motorcycle, guys, as I already said, it's a torque master. It's torquey, it's meteor. The mid-range is so strong, so overtaking in traffic is a piece of cake right now. You can easily disappear, drop a gear and disappear onto the roads. And yes, talking about disappearance, this motorcycle can disappear from 0 to 60 in just 4.02 seconds. Yes guys, 4.02 seconds is the acceleration time for this motorcycle from 0 to 60. And so when we talk about stopping, bringing that motorcycle to a halt from 60 to a knot, this motorcycle can come down in just 2.1 meters. That's excellent braking distance. So Bajaj has done a great job in acceleration and also in braking department. Kudos to Bajaj. They have brought a great motorcycle for Indian customers. Guys, this baby can be all yours at just a price tag of 1.43 lakhs ex showroom. And if you're in Durgapur region and interested in Pulsars like this or any kind of Bajaj offering, you can get in touch with Banerjee Bajaj Durgapur. And yes, don't forget to say that you are a subscriber of Auto Mania. I'm sure some handsome goodies is on the way. And yes, it's time to wrap up this episode. I will see you in some other episode with some biking or some technical content. Till then, as I always say, wear your helmets when you're riding, wear your seatbelts while driving, and never drink and drive. This is Proshin Banerjee. You're watching Automania. Signing off. Ta-da!